The last time you guys saw me on my YouTube channel, I posted a video breaking the silence about our infertility journey, where I shared a lot of my feelings, emotions, and kind of what things have been like in the background. And then I went radio silent on YouTube for a month, but I'm fine. If you guys ever want to catch up with me or so, I'm always active on Instagram, especially in my IG stories. You guys can catch me there. But I've been doing quite well since that last video. A lot of people have reached out to me since I posted that video and checked in on me, and have been checking in on me a lot, and I greatly appreciate that. I also appreciate all the love, support, and good positive feedback that I got from that video. And most importantly, I know that video is making an impact on women, and women that are going through the same thing that we are going through over here. And one thing that I know for sure is that it is a silent struggle. A lot of people struggle silently. This community is silent, and their support is not always loud until they have a victory, until they have a big testimony. And I respect that. I was going to be one of those individuals too. And then I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And I'm like, you know what? I can't. I need to speak on this. So, but respect to you, and I respect where you're at in your journey and know how you choose to share. And if you don't choose to share, and if you never talk about it, respect to you, you know? But mine is gonna be a little different because clearly I grew up and I now have a big mouth. So, yeah. But yeah, life has been good since I posted that last video. I feel such a release, and I'm glad that I opened up and spoke about it, because it was one of the barriers to me moving forward with my YouTube channel, because that's a big part of my life and it just kind of leaks into everything. I find that I can't speak on anything else without speaking about that first, or eventually it'll come up and I'm trying to like bring it back down, and then it just keeps rising to the surface. So yeah, I'm glad that I opened up, got that out of the way. Now I feel so free. I feel so free, and I feel liberated since I spoke about that. And that was a big, huge personal win for me. And especially life afterwards. I'm very thankful that my family has been supportive, and everyone has been warm and wonderful and pretty much supportive, because I was preparing to get disowned by the family. Like, no one's gonna want to deal with her. Like, she is crazy. What the hell's going on with her? But no, at least not with my immediate family. And that's kind of all that really matters to me. Nobody else really does. So, and I just want you guys to know that in my absence, even though it has been a month, it has been a month packed with so many wonderful things, so many highs and so many lows, that I just figured, you know what, we might as well just chat about it in this vlog and get you guys caught up on what really has happened and why I have been away for an entire month. I think I just didn't want people to feel like, oh my God, she posted this one video and then she's just crying in a corner, regretting everything about her life and her life decisions. No, we are not having any regrets over here, and we are not in despair. We are continuing on the same path that we have already chosen and that we have decided on. You know, I have spent a lot of time kind of wondering what topics I want to dabble into. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about on my channel, but I kind of want to go in a series. One thing is going to lead into the other, into the other, into the other, and eventually it's all going to make sense. But yeah, I have to spend some time sitting down with my thoughts and kind of putting it on pen to paper and saying, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and what feelings and words and emotions do I want to put there to make sure that those videos are very effective. So that's what I've been doing in my absence. I am constantly making notes, taking note of my feelings, making notes of all of these things under different categories that I have in my notes app. I just kind of write everything down there, so that when the time comes and the time is available, like today, today is Sunday, November 10th, and I was able to make some time out today and get ready and get this room all ready and everything, and sit here and record a vlog. I'll be ready. I already have all my bullet points and everything slated for. I just need to just like sit and talk. One of the things that I also did is that I asked God to, like, hey God, help me, pick out a topic that I want to talk about next. And I feel like God allowed me to experience some things again. so that I can write down all of those feelings and then talk about it in one of these videos. And boy, it was not easy. He kind of literally did retest me on a few things. And yeah, we're ready to talk about them. In my last vlog, I mentioned my birthday. I turned 28. I'm officially 28 years old, and my birthday did not go as planned. And it was largely because of my mood. That day was completely off. It had nothing to do with anything else. It was just the worst phase of my cycle to be in. A few days before my TMI. This video is going to have a lot of TMI stuff. So it was a few days before my period started. I believe my period actually started the day after my birthday, and it explains why I was such a mess on my birthday. I didn't want to celebrate, didn't want to do anything at all. I spent the entire day in pajamas, and then in the afternoon I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna put on a dress, and we are gonna take some pictures, and we're gonna make the most out of this day and have dinner with the family. It was all like last minute plans because I really wasn't up to it. I didn't even have a birthday dress picked out. The dress that I wore that you guys saw is a dress that I bought to wear for Christmas this year, and I was like, you know what, it's the dress, it's beautiful. I love it. Why not wear it for my birthday and I can wear it again for Christmas? So when you see me wearing it again for Christmas, I told you guys I was going to do that, okay? Yeah, my birthday turned out pretty wonderful, and I wasn't too bummed out that I was in a bad mood and I didn't get to do something grand because we had a cruise planned for the following week. So I was like, you know what? Okay, if I'm not in the greatest state of mind or whatever, screw that. I am going to have a wonderful time on this cruise, and I did. However, leading up to the cruise, oh my God, so many things happened. I did not even know if I was going to get to go on this cruise, and it was so many emotions, man. I can't tell you. I feel like I've lived and felt so many different emotions over the past month. You can't even imagine. Like, let me tell you guys. So after my birthday, I had to work that weekend, and my birthday was on a Friday, so I had to work like a 3-day weekend. And I was like, okay, fine. My period started. I was at work, everything like that, things going good. So that Saturday, we found out that Hurricane Milton was gonna hit Florida. The news started circulating everywhere that we're gonna have this hurricane. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we weren't having any hurricanes, and then Hurricane Milton just forming rapidly and coming straight to Florida if he kept intensifying. On Sunday, Trev was off, but I wasn't, and the news was really getting more serious with it. And we're like, oh shit, we really need to start prepping because this hurricane is going to hit midweek. I believe at that time they were saying it was going to hit on Tuesday, but it didn't end up hitting until Wednesday. And my cruise, our cruise, was leaving on Saturday the following week. And I was like, I just need this hurricane to hurry up, come, do its thing, and then head out here so we can go on our trip, or so that I can know if I'm really even going on this trip. So Monday comes along and we're like working. Jerv and I both worked, and then we spend the rest of the evening like prepping for the hurricane. Um, and one of the things is that we had family actually come in, and they were here for the hurricane. That was an experience. I feel like they got the full-blown experience of Florida and what it's like to live here. And yeah, it was a unique experience for them indeed. They got the whole package. So yeah, we had family, we were entertaining, we were hurricane prepping. I'm trying to plan for this cruise. I'm still recovering, like post period, all your hormones and all your emotions, all of that stuff is out of whack. And I really didn't get to rest during that point in my cycle, and rest was critical. And yeah, there was no time for rest. It was just like work, hurricane prep, cruise. So yeah, the hurricane ended up hitting like Wednesday night into Thursday. So I was like, great, I need this hurricane to stay on track. Hit Wednesday night, leave on Thursday. Friday I can pack for the cruise, and Saturday we leave on the cruise. So yeah, that's pretty much how things went down. I was scared. I was scared because we were in the direct path of the hurricane, and I was going to go directly through Central Florida. That was scary for me. And this time around, I felt like I wanted to evacuate based on how the news was going, but I couldn't because I was on a hurricane team. I was on a post-hurricane team, so I can't really leave as an essential worker. And then we had this cruise, so it was like, if I leave, and then what if the hurricane isn't anything to really worry about, and then I miss out on the whole cruise. And I think why I was so worried about it is because we did not pay for like travel protection fees, and I opted out of all of that. So I was scared that we were gonna miss this cruise because of the hurricane, and then we lost all that money would have gone down the drain. And yeah, it was a time of my life. That week was a whole bunch of emotions, but nevertheless, the hurricane passed over us. I slept. I stayed up and I was prepping so much all week long, like trying to plan ahead for all of this stuff, and it was hard for me. I couldn't anymore. The night of the hurricane, I was so tired. I slept through the entire thing. My sister and family told me that it was one hell of a night with the wind and the sound, but thankfully our house was safe and we were safe inside. We were all shuttered up and everything went well. We did lose power, but it was just like for a day. And then the next day, once the hurricane passed, I had to go to work that next morning for 11, but I had my scrubs and everything ready. I usually like iron and prep all of that, so that was a big help. And yeah, it was just like back to life, back to normal. It's just crazy how in the adult world, like something traumatic is going to happen, something huge is going to happen, and then the next day you just go back like nothing didn't just happen. Like this hurricane didn't just pass through. Like people that aren't just suffering, like people aren't out of electricity, like people's houses didn't just blow apart by a tornado and all of this kind of stuff. And half of the world just goes back to normal, like work as normal. That's, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to that as an adult, like how fast we just continue. Like we really do not have a choice but to just continue, you know? So yeah, I did go back to work, everything, doing all well, doing my due diligence, but I was glad that I was able to do that and I still was able to keep my time off and everything. That Friday, I did my very best to pack and get everything together because mind you, I had this entire week off and this entire week was slated for planning and prepping for this trip. However, that did not happen. I ended up planning and prepping for a hurricane, so now I have one day before this trip and I need to do everything that I did not do. Make the custom t-shirts, all my final shopping, all my final packing and washing and whatever. I think I had a lot of stuff washed, but I didn't even have time to think like what we were really going to do or not. I didn't even have time to like see, like what other excursions or things that we were gonna do. I didn't have time to do all of that. And the whole time I'm messaging my family friend that lives in the Bahamas because we went on a cruise to the Bahamas. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know. I don't even know if we're gonna make it there or not. I guess we're gonna know on Saturday morning. And if you guys have watched my last cruise experience, like the video that I made talking about the last time that we went on our cruise, Trev and I went on a cruise for the first time for our anniversary, and we almost missed that. So I had trauma. I was like, man, we might just miss this cruise. This cruise is not going to go as planned. I'm not going to believe that I'm really going on this cruise until I'm on the actual boat. But yeah, we did. We did make it there. It was an experience parking at Cape Canaveral by myself. But yeah, we did make it there, parked and everything okay. The next day, our first stop was in Port Nassau, and we spent the entire day with family friends there, having a tour of the island, visiting the forts and everything. This is my second time there, but absolutely love it, absolutely beautiful. And I love that I got to share that experience with my sister, my niece, and my mother-in-law. It was a beautiful girls trip and we had a wonderful time. We did a lot of beach activities on the days that we were at the port. We spent a lot of time in the sun, in the beach, in the water, soaking all of that up. And in the nights, we really enjoyed, like, there was this trio that played music every night. We had fun. We had so much fun on the cruise. So the entire time on the cruise, I'm having such a good and wonderful time. I'm happy to be there. It's a girls trip and everything, but I miss my husband. I miss my husband so much because I felt like the last week to 2 weeks was so busy for us, doing so many things, preparing for family and the hurricane and everything. And I was just emotionally, I was everywhere else except emotionally available for him. And him and I were just so busy. And I know one of the things that Trev and I really value as a couple is just spending time together. But it seems like all the time we had to spend before the cruise, we were just doing so much. And we were tired and exhausted at the end of the night. So we really didn't have a lot of quality time together. You know what I'm saying? So I went on the cruise and I missed him so much. And I was just so excited to come back home and get to spend some time with him. So as soon as I got back home, we blocked out an entire day for ourselves and we had that time together. And I love that. And I'm happy that we did that. And I'm happy that we did that because like the entire rest of the month was slated to spend with family, and I just wanted one day with my husband all to myself, and then I was ready to go back to family and spending time with family and doing all of the things, but I just really just needed one day with him all to myself, not sharing him at all. So yeah, that was wonderful. And this was one of the things that I had to explain to the girls. I was like, as you get older and when you find someone that you love and you get married and you start a life together, you realize that you really don't get to spend a lot of time together because you end up being so busy with life, with work, with obligations, the things that you want to do for yourself, and all the other things that you need to do. And then I felt like I'm on a 5-day cruise and I'm away from him. And it was like the first time Trevor and I were going to be away that long, believe it or not, in like 8 years. Even though we did long distance, it was like the first time we were going to be away from each other for so long. And it was hard, man, because I'm used to traveling with him and I have not been on a girls trip like ever. So yeah, the next time they said they're not gonna take me because I'm no fun. I'm just a girl that's gonna be missing her man the entire time. And you know what? I'm glad that I'm gonna be the girl that's gonna be missing her man the entire time. You know, I'm not mad at all. That's just gonna be me. Next time when I'm trying to decide on a slogan to put on my t-shirt, that's what it's gonna say. The entire month of October was slated for family, and we had such a wonderful time. My nieces and I bonded very well, and I even learned how to make a recipe from one of my nieces. My niece and I perfected the Polari recipe together, and we spent some quality time cooking in the kitchen, and I really enjoyed that. That kind of one-on-one bonding is so for me. I'm actually making Polari again right now. My mixture is rising. And once I get done with this vlog, I'm going to go fry it out and stuff like that. You guys can check my IG. You'll be seeing that. And then you'll see this video. So yeah. And then we went straight into Halloween. My sister really wanted to get dressed up this year and go trick-or-treating. And you know what? I've actually never been trick-or-treating. So for the first time in my adult life, at 28 years old, here I am going trick-or-treating. So that was wonderful. I had a very good time. We visited my cousin-in-law's neighborhood and we did trick-or-treating there. And it was also Diwali night, so we had a wonderful time spending the evening with her and her family and enjoying some Diwali food. So that was wonderful also. So everyone's back home now. I miss them so much. I had so much fun and I miss them so much, but everyone's back home and we're just trying to get back to life and shift our focus back on what's really going on here and what are, get back to everyday stuff. So yeah, we're back home and then we went straight into the US elections, and this was actually my first time voting here, and I was a very happy voter, excited to vote, did the whole voting thing, loved the whole process and everything about it. And I think I got emotionally involved a little bit too much. And then the next week kind of just went spending like dealing with my emotions and stuff like that post election. So it's been a lot of feels, and I had to make sure that I felt everything that I felt, spend some time feeling the way that I felt, and then moving past it. It's not just that, is that my period hit again. Dang, can you guys realize that I had 2 periods in this entire month and a half long vlog that I'm trying to recap you guys at. So I had another period again. So it did not help my emotions and it did not help my feelings and it did not help anything. So now that I'm past that, I'm in the early stages of my follicular phase. I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself, like I can show up, like I can be emotionally stronger, and all of the things. And that is why you guys are hearing from me today. And that's why I'm here and I'm smiling and everything, because I really wanted to do a video like earlier on in the week and I had the time. I was home, I was available, but emotionally not available enough to record like a video like this or even record on the topics that I want to talk about. So I just figured that before more time goes by and I don't get to show up on my YouTube channel, that I'm just gonna make this chatty vlog video and just kind of update you guys on where I've been and all of the things that have been going on, all of the emotions that I have felt, all the crazy things, and then yeah, that's where we're at right now. So as of right now, we are decluttering fall. We have removed every single fall piece from the house, like all of the stuff on the wall and stuff. And I just have my dining room still made and ready for Thanksgiving. And I still have my fall pillows in the house. We were supposed to be expecting some guests this weekend, and you know that gave your girl the courage and the energy that she needed to push through whatever emotional state I was in and get all the things done in this house. I am thankful. You know, the ladies that always say that you just sometimes you wish that someone would tell you every week that they're coming over so you can just get everything that you need to get done. That was the motivation that I needed. So yeah, I got everything that I needed to get done. We cleaned, we vacuumed, we pulled all the fall stuff down, we put it all back in the, what did we do? We put it all in the garage and everything like that. And now it's a clean slate ready to decorate for Christmas. So in the next few days, we are going to be putting up our Christmas tree and start putting up some of our Christmas decor, because time is going to go by pretty quick. I know for a fact that time is going to go by pretty quick. I'm not even sure when I'll be able to sit down and record another vlog, because the end of the year, it always goes by so fast. It always goes by so fast. And this is why I chose to decorate like really early in the year. Like I believe I started decorating for fall on September 15th. So even prior to that, I started like decluttering and cleaning and pulling down all the stuff that I needed to do to prep for me decorating for fall. And I'm glad that I decorated for fall then, because with the cruise, I was like, well, maybe when I come back from the cruise, I can that would have been a bad idea with the hurricane and everything and being so emotionally occupied. No. So I'm glad I did it early, because I anticipated that I wouldn't even be able to do it mid-October into November. And here I am in November, like, let me get the Christmas decor out of the way, because I want it all to kind of be ready before Trevor's birthday. I don't want the house to be a mess in December and it'd be his birthday and then Christmas and then no, we're not doing that. So yeah, we are getting ready to decorate for Christmas, and I want to get the decor, I know I've said this a million times, I want to get the decor part of it out of the way, because that can be the most time consuming part, so I can focus on other things that I want to do, making sure that I buy presents for everyone and take advantage of whatever sales might be ongoing. So yeah, I want to get the decor out of the way so I can focus on all of those things and enjoy Thanksgiving to the max. And the minute the Thanksgiving is over, all the fall stuff goes away. I need to wash the pillows and stuff, put those away, and then bring out all the Christmas pillows and set the dining room table for Christmas dinner. So I think I've got a good game plan and I know exactly how I'm going to execute it. Sometimes I wonder how the other creators do it. How do they do it and stay emotionally and physically and mentally on top of everything? Because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. And then can you imagine real life throwing some real life shit at you while you're trying to do all of this and you have to keep up with all of the deadlines and timelines and everything like that? It's hard. It's hard. Plus, especially if you're juggling like a full-time job with it too, it can be easy. So be patient and be kind with your creator friends and make sure you're giving them a little space too, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're going to feel all the things that we need to feel. And we all have a very, very human experience on this earth, which means that we are prone to mistakes. We're prone to make bad decisions. We are prone to do all of these things, all of these humanly things. And we need to be much more kind, much more forgiving, much more open minded to our fellow human beings because, at the end of the day, we're all humans, That's the point that I'm trying to make here. And mentally, I am feeling quite well. I'm ready to get back into the routine of stuff because my routine has been completely off when it comes to the gym and working out. So I'm ready to get back on track with that, even though it's a holiday season, focus on my goals again and stay on track for things for 2025 and all of the plans and all of the preparations that I need to make for that. So yeah, it's gonna be one heck of a riding out the rest of this year. I have some very, very wonderful things that are gonna happen at the end of the year, and I'm excited for all of that as best as I could be. And I'm excited for all the 2025 holds. I know that it's going to hold a lot of things that are going to be beautiful and sometimes a lot of things that are going to be emotionally draining. But whatever it is, guys, we are going to make it through. We are going to keep focusing on everything that is good and all of the good feelings and emotions. And most importantly, we're going to lean on our Creator. We're going to lean on Him for guidance and spiritual comfort in every single thing that we set our minds out to do in 2025. So yeah, I guess this is how this video is going. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you'd like to hear me chit chat like this, like I'm catching up, like we're besties. I feel like I am making this video for my best friend in Canada and she can just watch this and be like, yeah, girl, we did not get to chit chat in such a long time. And these are what my voice notes pretty much sound like to my friends and my close friends and my elites, as I like to call them. This is what my voice notes sound like. I just go on blah, 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 blahing. And if you know me, wasn't always a blah, blah, blah girl, but now, oh my God, you can't get me to shut up. Kind of like how I'm having a hard time ending this video right now. Thank you guys for watching. We can stay connected on my socials. You can always find me on Instagram via my IG stories and stay updated with what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, the highs and lows of life there. You can get an everyday update. And then every now and then you can get an update, like an actual vlog like this on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate so much your love and support. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel also so I can grow on here and feel more inspired to bring more videos, and let me know that my content is helping you and making an impact. Let me know. And if you don't want to leave a comment, just private message me and let me know also. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.